those down. You deal with them later. Good morning. Happy New Year. Hope you survived it all. Fantastic, it's all over now. We can get on and move on. Welcome again to Gel's Kitchen. It's 2020. And we're going to start the new year off with a bit of baking, a nice simple tray bake. Pecan and cinnamon ripple squares. Pecan and cinnamon ripple squares. Right, we're going to go down on the ingredients and just go through the ingredients. Okay. Right, thanks for that, Clive. Right, first of all, you're going to need to set your oven. So your oven needs to be at 180 degrees centigrade. That's 160 if you have a fan, or gas mark 4 if you have a gas oven. Now to start with, you're going to need a Traybake. You can buy these off the internet or in your local supermarket. Traybakes, they're specially made. They've got little grooves on for slicing up the Traybake. You could use just an ordinary baking tin, but these are great. They don't cost a lot. So get yourself a Traybake, because we do quite a few Traybakes, or we are going to do quite a few Traybakes. Now get yourself some softened butter and give it a good greasing of butter. And then line it with baking parchment and make sure it's all nice and stuck on well. So that's your Traybake. Now that's 30 by 23 centimetres, which is 12 inches by 9 inches. Nice large mixing bowl. Food processor on standby. Right, let's start with the ripple part. This is the ripple part of the cake. You're going to need 100 grams of pecan nuts. You can buy these. I couldn't find any in my favourite supermarket, Morrison's, so I got these from Lidl. 100 grams of pecan nuts. Now separate them into a 75 gram portion and a 25 gram portion. The 75 gram portion we're going to whiz up in the food processor, and the 25 gram portion just chop up on your chopping board. Right, ground cinnamon, a nice heaped teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 25 grams of light muscovado sugar. Well, that's it. That's the ripple. So that's to one side. And then for the cake mix, you're going to need 225 grams of softened salted butter. Now I've just brought that up to room temperature by the radiator. It's nice and soft. Make sure it's softened up and not, directly out the fridge. 4 large eggs. A teaspoon of baking powder. And a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Quite simple so far. 225 grams of castor sugar. And 225 grams of self-raising flour. And that's it. Right, here we go. Let's start by making the ripple. You're going to need a small bowl, additional to the other bowl, nice small bowl. Grab your 75 grams of pecan nuts and pop them into the food processor. Are you following this, Clive? Put it down. Right, we're going to whisk these up. That's it, simple as, a bit more. Okay, take those out and pop them into the bowl. Okay, grab your muscovado sugar, 25 grams, pop that in. And also your heaped teaspoon of ground cinnamon, heaped. In we pop. So just get a spoon, give that a bit of a mix, just break up all the sugar. Now these Traybakes are dead simple. Do you remember the apple one we did? So beautiful, beautiful. I haven't done this one before, but as I say, I don't know if I mentioned, it's It's a Mary berry. Great Marys. And just break that up. That's it, we just set that to one side. Okie doke. Moving on to the cake mix. Get yourself a whisk on standby. It's going to be much easier with an electric mix. You can do it manually, but I do recommend you get yourself an electric whisk. So what we need to do now is to get the rest of the ingredients and put them into the bowl, the large bowl that we got out previously. So in with the butter, which is all softened down. There we go. Put that to one side. In with the sugar. In with the self-raising flour. Baking powder. 1 teaspoon. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, and then 4 eggs. Just making sure there's no shell in there. And that's it. Grab the whisk and off we go. And that's it. All whisked up. That's the sort of consistency we're looking for. Right, moving on. Just put the mix to one side. Grab the Traybake. What we're going to do is put half the mix into the base of the Traybake. So plop, 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 and plop. And we need to spread this about. Now excuse my fingers. So we're just going to spread that into the base of the tin with the back of the spoon. A little bit more. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get my trusty palette knife. So we'll go and fetch that. Palette knife. So just spread into the corners as evenly as you can possibly get it. There we go. Now don't rush that bit. You need a nice even spread. Now the ripple mix that we blasted in the food processor with the cinnamon and the muscovado sugar. Now we're going to put 2/3 of this over. So approximately 2/3, just sprinkle it over. There we go. So 2/3 of the ripple mix. Get in there. Right, now we need to get the rest of the mixture and to pop it in. dokey. And then we're going to spread that out again with the palette knife. There we go, all done. Now, grab yourself a teaspoon and use the handle. All you want to do is swirl it to make the ripples. So we're swirling, as you can see, just swirling around. I think we'll go that way as well. That's it. And then get the rest of the ripple mixture, put that on the top. And then get your 25 grams of chopped pecans and spread those over the top. Now it is going to, in the oven obviously when it heats up the mixture, it will spread more evenly. It will look better when it comes out. So that's it. We're all prepared for the oven. Right, ready for the oven. That's the sort of effect you want. And we're going to pop that in your pre-warmed oven, which was 160 fan, 180 ordinary, gas Mark IV, if I remember right. 25 to 30 minutes, so we'll put it in for 25 and check it. So in we go. And 25 minutes, that's 5 past. Right, so we've got 25 minutes. Now, over Christmas I had a lovely Christmas present off my son and his girlfriend and my daughter and her husband. Some Lego. And it was a Disney Lego build, which was Steamboat Willie from 1938, if I remember right. I've got 1928. I should have known that. I'm a Disney freak. Anyway, we built the Lego model, and I've got a bit of video footage which was speeded up. And Clive, bless him, helped me with it. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little interlude and the Lego Steamboat Willie build. Of course, that was Walt Disney's first ever talkie cartoon, 1928 in black and white. Fascinating, quite enjoyed that. Right, it's been 25 minutes, so let's take it out the oven and see what's going on. There we go. Nice smells of cinnamon and pecan. Now what we need to do is test it. It needs to be, hard to the touch, which it isn't. It's a little soft, and we'll just test that No, we're going to need a little bit longer, so we're going to another 5 minutes. Right, that's been about another 5 minutes, so hopefully it's just about perfect. So let's have another try. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's looking slightly better, I think. So, yes, firm to the touch, needs to be firm, not, you know, so it's just firming up. And also the skewer test, clean, absolutely fantastic. So that's the result in the Traybake itself. So we need to leave that now just to cool down for about 10 minutes, and then we'll come back in 10 minutes time. Righto guys, it's been approximately 5 to 10 minutes. Point of no return, the turning out of the cake. So here we go. You're going to need a wire rack. Wire rack goes on the top and we turn. Oh, and voila! Oh, yes. Okay, baking parchment. Off she comes. Oh, that does look good. We're looking good. Smelling good too, by the way. Look at that. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Oh, yes. A little bit more. And yes. Right, so we got it upside down on the wire rack and it's still warm. Now it needs to cool down completely. So we're just going to leave that to cool down completely before we start slicing it up. Right, guys, I think it's cooled down. It's still a little bit warm, but I'd like to try it a little bit warm. So we're going to slice this up. So, starting right down the centre. There we go. And down the centre again. And into squares. Or roundabouts. That's about it. So we're going to just put that to one side and turn them over onto a plate. And there we have them. Pecan and cinnamon ripple squares. Tray baked. Beautiful. I think we're going to try them. You can have some as well, Clive, don't worry. You've got some with a cup of tea after. Right, here we go. I think this one. Oh, you've got to do this one. It's so simple. Pecan nuts, cinnamon. Oh, it's only blinding. Get this done. Great. I hope you enjoyed that first one for the new year, bacon. I think we'll carry on with a bit more bacon. Probably some biscuits next time, I think. Now, don't forget, if you like what you've seen, hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell, which will send you any new uploads I do. Fantastic. Great. Happy New Year.